Welcome back. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question we have here is, I am a wheelchair user and I'm interested in becoming a Muslim. What are the rules regarding mobility aids in prayer? How about in Muslim spaces like mosques? That's a great question.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, there are things that we take for granted because we've been there, done that, and people may be wondering about that. So it's a well-taken question. So in general, Sophia, whatever we are commanded to do in our religion, we are to do it to the best of our abilities, and then we leave the rest to God. A hadith in this regard says, if I command you to do something, do of it as much as you can. That applies here. The postures in prayer are meant for those who are able-bodied, which is the most desirable state. One is able to stand, they stand in prayer. One is able to prostrate, they prostrate in prayer. And these are required of the person. But if one is not able to stand, one can sit and pray. If one is not able to sit and pray, one can even lie down and pray. If one cannot move any limbs of the body in the prayer, one can move the eyelids to represent different postures. And if one cannot even move the eyelids, one can just pray mentally in that state, because knowing it's prayer time, and they're going through the motions of reciting everything in their minds, if they're not able to recite with their lips as well. And God will forgive the rest, right? So this is in general. Now, if somebody's in a wheelchair, and they're unable to stand in prayer, that's fine. They can pray in their wheelchair. How does that mean? Like, how does that play out in terms of like Muslim spaces? Many mosques are wheelchair accessible, as all religious institutions now need to be. So one can wheel oneself into the mosque and go and join the ranks of prayer. In some mosques, people are still getting accustomed to the idea of how things can be modified given our present realities. People are thinking of the way things were described in our classical books, and there were no wheelchairs, right? So worshippers lined up side by side, and there was no intervening object other than human beings standing side by side. Now, it's possible that a chair might be built into the mosque. And I've seen some of this like in Riyadh and in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, where the chair is actually built into, like a bench is built into the line of worshippers. So that there could be a bench, somebody sitting on the bench, and to the right and to the left, there are people standing and worshiping as well. So those who need the bench sit on the bench. Those who don't need it will stand. So in the Greater Toronto area, I've seen people coming in with the wheelchairs. They go in and they join the ranks of prayer, and there are people praying to the right of them, to the left of them. This is fine. But in some mosques, people may be more comfortable if somebody who's using a wheelchair is off to the side, and it's a matter of bringing more discussion about this to light to see if this is acceptable, or we don't want the people who have disabilities to feel like they are second-class citizens. So as much as possible as we can integrate them within the community as normal persons, then this is a desirable outcome. There are some challenges with that. It means that the wheelchair, which rolled on the sidewalk with whatever happens to be on the sidewalk, may come in with the same wheels onto the
and people get concerned about that.
Yes, because as distinct from some other prayer spaces where people just simply sit on benches or pews, we pray with our faces down to the floor. So putting one's nose on where it may have some dust from the sidewalk, that could be of concern for people. So all of this needs to be worked out in the congregation to make sure everybody is comfortable, but as much as possible, we need to be accommodating.
All right. Thank you for that, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslim Media Hub, the new home of Let the Quran Speak.
Here we spread positivity and good. We help people experience the beauty of Islam and help them appreciate and understand Muslims.
This beautiful building we purchased, Dad, cost $2.3 million.
Yeah, we've already raised a third of that money, and with your help, inshallah, we can pay off the rest.
So we're looking for people who can give $1,000 each. If you can be part of the select group, that's amazing.
Otherwise, just please give whatever whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help us continue this good work.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be a benefit to the Muslim community long after Safiya and I are gone.
Please support our work at muslimmediahub.com.
Your support is zakat eligible and tax deductible.
May Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.